Clay is easily bent, molded, and shaped by a potter before being refined in fire where it's hardened. Molded out of clay ourselves, God formed man of the dust of the ground. We are pottery, and God is the divine potter. Through his mercy and grace, he is able to reshape, remold, rebuild, and redeem us.
'Cause tomorrow's gonna be another day.
Welcome to the show, everyone. So today we are actually joined by my mom, Roxane. And Roxane is a woman whose life was transformed when she encountered the divine presence of Jesus during her battle with depression and anxiety. Her testimony is a testament to the extraordinary ways in which faith can bring healing and hope. And we're honored to share her story with you today. So welcome to the show, Roxane.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So you actually have a really profound experience. Could you please share with everyone the story of how Jesus revealed himself to you during your darkest moments of depression?
Okay, well, I'll tell you, it's something else. I was in the lowest part of my life, I really was. And I ended up in this home that I had to rent from these people. And it was a creepy old home, kind of. It was like a 2-level house. And I had went there, and everything was okay at first, and then all of a sudden, I started getting these creepy feelings. But yet, I wasn't scared, but yet I wasn't happy neither. It was just very odd. And there'd be times when I'd be, like, for example, laying in my bed, and I'd look at the ceiling before I fell asleep, and I'd see like a sign of a fish, like you would draw with your finger, real simple, a little emblem of a fish. And I'm like, what? It looks like a fish up there. Well, then it got to where I'd be going down the hallway, and I'd see that same symbol on the wall. Like, is it a fish? I scratch my head. Am I going crazy or what?
Right.
And I believed in God totally. I mean, we always had a thing going, me and him, but this just did not relate or anything to that at all. I mean, my thoughts were all on something else, and I was at my lowest point in my life, where I had a point where I didn't feel like he was with me, put it that way.
To elaborate on, this low point, this is the first time that you've ever lived away from family and on your own. And you were literally ripped away from our home and our family. So, I mean, this is literally, as a mom and a person, the lowest a person can get.
Wow.
It really was terrible feelings of depression, loneliness, anxiety, everything all in one. But anyway, and there was a point whenever like, for example, when I was doing my laundry and I put my roll of socks on the bed, I rolled them up in balls at that time, and I'd come back in my room, go out of the room and come back, and there'd be that fish symbol right there. I'm like, what the, So, and I literally thought I was really going out of my mind.
We'll be right back. Hey, Clay Nation, Jessica here, and I've got some exciting news for you. Now you can show off your love for Clay Podcast with our brand new merchandise collection. From cozy hoodies that wrap you in comfort during your podcast sessions to stylish mugs that hold your favorite beverage while you tune in, we've got something for everyone. And that's not all. Our exclusive t-shirts feature the inspiring Bible verse Isaiah 64:8 that'll keep you motivated throughout your day. But wait, there's more. By purchasing our merchandise, you're just not getting cool items, you're also supporting Clay Podcast. Your love and enthusiasm keep us going. And now you can take a piece of the podcast with you wherever you go. So what are you waiting for? Head over to our website at www.claypodcastnetwork.com or follow us on Facebook at Clay Podcast and also on Instagram at Clay_podcast to check out the full collection and grab your favorites today. And always, thank you for being a part of our podcast journey and now our merchandise family. Remember, every purchase is a step towards more amazing podcast content coming your way. Stay tuned and God bless.
I thought I was really going out of my mind, because I really was at that point in my life anyway, but I really, it confirmed that I'm absolutely off my bunkers, Yeah. Anyway, I'm back to my home where my family was, and I couldn't help it. It was like day one of being there, and I told my youngest daughter, I said, I think I'm crazy. I'm seeing fish, these emblems, and I kind of drew it out in the air to her. And she went in her bedroom and she come back with a little Bible and she goes, Mom, it's a sign of Christ. I'm like, oh, he was with me the whole time. He was with me
good.
and I didn't even know it, that he was there. And it floored me. It made me, it just goes to show you God is with you no matter what.
Yes.
He's with you 24/7. He's there, and I wasn't even aware until I was out of there.
Right.
Yeah,
it's like with you, and he sees what you're going through. He sees
Yes.
the pain. He sees the depression.
Yes, and he was there the whole time for me, and I didn't even know it. This goes to show you, he's there for you.
Right.
And it was just a turning point in my life, turning point in my day, turning point in my millennium,
Right.
It showed me heavily that God, he's there with you 24/7, no matter what you're going through, no matter where you're at, no matter what time of day, he's there for you.
Yes.
So
I love
it.
I love how he gives his little encouragements. Something as simple as the Christian fish. That just seeing it everywhere, and something as simple as that can just change the whole trajectory of your emotional state. So he's so faithful and good.
For our viewers that don't know, the Jesus fish, the actual proper name for it is the Ichthys. And it's what early Christians used as a secret code to identify meeting places, tombs, and to even recognize other Christians. And it's just so amazing because also it translates to Jesus Christ, Son of God, Savior. So for him to put a symbol of I am your savior during the moments of depression and anxiety just makes it even all the more amazing and incredible. Like he is just so miraculous.
That's my little story that I just love so much.
So Mom, what would you give advice or tell somebody that's in that low point that you were?
Please know in your heart that he's there. He always will be. He always is. So, and this will be okay. Everything will be all right.
Right.
What's that saying? Just pass, So don't give up on anything. You're at your lowest low. He is there.
Yeah, I love
whether
that.
you want him to be, whether you want him to be there or not. He's there for you.
I love it.
Right. Even in a freaky old house.
Yeah.
That's right. It was at that. So.
And I love whenever you said this too shall pass because it does.
Yes, that's right. Yes. Me, and I help somebody understand. If they are going through their lowest low, he is there for you. I mean, I know 100%.
Thank you so much, Mom. I really appreciate that. And I know that that's going to help somebody that's struggling right now, especially in today's world where there's so much depression and
oh my gosh, so much
record-setting anxiety. And so
I hope so. So teeny little fish out there. Hey.
Yeah, you know what it means.
I love it.
Okay. It was a pleasure, ladies. It was my pleasure. Thank you very much for letting me tell it.
Thank you. I love that. I love how God just shows up, in the midst of our pain and the chaos. Just those little, what would he say? I've heard it put God winks or little kisses from him where it's like he's there with you. I love it.
Right. And for somebody like my mom that didn't even know what the Jesus fish was.
Right.
It's like, even just like her, because after that she did get to know Christ. And like she said, she was a Christian before, but, that really led her to pursue him. And
because she could see him pursuing her.
Exactly. I'm so glad she came on and shared that with everybody. Thank you for tuning in to another inspiring episode of our podcast, and our deepest gratitude goes out to our guests for sharing their incredible journey with us. If you're drawn to stories of deliverance, miracles, redemption, and testimonies, then we invite you to be a part of our show here at Clay Podcast. Your story could touch hearts and ignite hope. Join us in spreading faith and inspiration by completing the guest application on our website, www.claypodcastnetwork.com. And as always, a huge thank you for listening. Your support means the world to us. God bless.
We don't need a map, we don't need a plan.